Hi, Kerry Phipps here in Manila with Mary, who is my Airbnb host. So this is my longest and best experience with Airbnb.
Oh, thank you so much.
It's been really lovely. I loved your welcome and the messages, and even before we came, that was really great. And then Mary came to Connect with Confidence a couple of nights later, and met more Filipinos who are passionate about customer service and connecting confidently with people. So do you want to share some of the highlights from the other night, maybe from the book? You've already been reading it?
Yeah, it was such a very great experience. Yeah, being in that event. Aside from connecting with other, very kind, very talented Filipinos, and we did have some very good conversations.
Yeah.
And as I was actually shared in the event that. Carrie really struck me with something that she said about connecting with people, because sometimes we do have our own fears about so many things going in our head, like, am I gonna say this right, am I gonna look a certain way? But really, if you just look at how being of service to others, that you want to do this because there might be something that you can be of service to, then if you just keep that in mind, then that's very relevant to where I am now in my life. So that really okay, that went home straight. So, and I just keep that in mind as well. And I'm reading her book, which is fantastic, because I'm an Airbnb host and I'm into customer service, and it's really been a great help.
Yeah, well, that's wonderful.
She really knows the stuff she's talking about, and you can really feel, even if it's her in person or in the book, that it's really coming from something authentic, something from the heart, and that's what I appreciate most.
Oh, thank you, Mary. As somebody said in a recent session that I was doing, we all think these things, but Kerry actually talks about it. And so it can be awkward to talk about the conversation in our head and how we can be nervous or be daunted. And this morning I thought, are we daunted or determined? We've got that choice.
Okay.
We can walk into a new environment and just be daunted and so stay in the corner. But if we're determined to connect with people and to make progress in our life, then that gives us good reason to let go of the fears and also to know that other people feel daunted as well.
Yeah, and sometimes it just needs the one person to just make the first move.
That's
and
right.
They also just want to connect.
Yes. Yeah. And I think rather than being determined to get your message across, be determined to serve.
That's right.
You're determined to connect, and if we do that from a place of authenticity, then it's so much easier. I think when we're just being ourselves, then it's not complicated. But we try and complicate things by looking at somebody else's behaviour or habits or appearance and thinking, oh, I need to be more like that. Well, that just stresses us out. So I notice these things as I travel and as I've been building my own business for over 12 years. Sometimes it's been the conversation in my head, and I've realised I had the choice to be intimidated by somebody or inspired. Because we can, and we talked the other night at the session about meeting famous or influential people. A lot of people do in their work, don't they?
Yes.
Especially when you're in a service business, and even
like you, I just met you.
And we're just all people, aren't we?
Yes.
We're just all doing different things, and some people might be CEO of a big company because that's where their journey has taken them, and some people might be, running a small real estate business and connecting and offering service in that way. And we're all people having a go.
That's right. And actually, you'll realize eventually that people have more in common than they are differences.
That's right. That's right. Everybody has special people in their world.
Yes.
Everyone has things that they love to talk about.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's choose to be inspired by people. People don't have to be rich or famous or influential for us to be inspired by them. I've been so inspired by some of the young people that have come from the poorest backgrounds. I'm inspired by their passion.
Yes.
They're going to make a huge difference in the Philippines and really lift the quality of living for so many. And I just thought it doesn't matter where people are at in life, we can be inspired by anyone, by a beautiful attitude, by the values that they express in their life. So when you feel a bit intimidated, then choose to, it's like putting on a different pair of lenses. Like, let's look at this another way and think, how can I be inspired by this person? And when we're interested in them, then again, the nerves can disappear. here and we can just be ourselves
That's right.
and encourage each other.
Yes.
I'm so passionate about cheering people on.
Yes.
So, yeah, and you've cheered me on just by your beautiful
thank
welcome
you.
and coming to our event.
Oh, it's
So lovely.
yeah. I mean, it's a great honor and pleasure having you. It's like one of my biggest surprises, and really, I'm grateful that I'm an Airbnb host and meeting people like you. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. So have you got any final tips for people who are thinking about offering their property on Airbnb or thinking about maybe staying in an Airbnb place? What's some of the exciting things about it?
Okay, I've been doing this for more than 3 years.
Okay.
So first is I think it's really looking at the space. Okay, the kind of experience that people would want to have. So like for example, they want to be comfortable, they want to have a good sleep, etc. So all these things. So you're trying to create a space that supports that.
Yes.
And then after the space, the service. So it's now the people. So you have to train also your people in terms of welcoming, asking them what they need, and just always being there. So it's really, yes, and I think the guests will really appreciate that. And so we've managed to sort of do this, I think, quite well for the past years. And we've gotten some very regular guests who are happy with the service. So I think that part where the heart comes from, because you cannot always, sometimes the Wi-Fi will not work, all these other things, but if they can see that you're really doing your best to give them a great experience and to support whatever they're using the space or why they are here in the Philippines. So I think they can really see and appreciate that. So I think that's one of the tips on how to, be a good Airbnb host.
Yes. And if you haven't travelled and stayed in an Airbnb place, then check it out and check out the reviews. So I looked at all your reviews because I looked at a few different apartments in this building, and there were several, but yours had glowing reviews.
Oh, thank you so much.
And of course the room looks beautiful from the photos.
Yes.
And the pool, I was just captured by the pool. I thought I'd stay in this building.
She loves the pool.
Yeah, it's really lovely. Haven't been in it enough. But thank you so much for your passion, and because you're inspiring and training more people with this attitude. So
Yes, it's right.
thank you guys
Thank
for
you
watching.
also.
I hope that was helpful. Bye.
Yes, bye.